My name's Tristan Plank. I'm the Director of UX and Product Design.
Hello. I'm Zane Denman. I'm the AI Solutions Architect of HF Designworks.
Hi, I'm Janine. I'm a Human Factors Engineer.
My name is John Keller. I'm a Human Factors Engineer with HF Designworks.
Hi, my name is Linnea Holm, and I am a Human Factors Engineer.
Hi, I'm Scott Sheff. I'm the CEO of HF Designworks.
Meet the team.
Meet the team.
Let's meet the team.
All right, so our first question is, what's a fun fact about you that most people don't know? Any hobbies, pets, or hidden talents?
Oh, there's so many. So I have an 80-pound tortoise, for one. And then fun activities. Here in Boulder, Colorado, I like to hike, bike, swim, run, just like everyone else.
What a lot of people don't know about me is that I'm an avid collector of video games and trading cards. I actually created my own small company called Inzane Collectibles.
I'm currently learning Spanish, and I think I've gotten pretty good at it.
I raise puppies for Guide Dogs for the Blind, and two reasons why I started doing this. One is that I'm a human factors engineer, so I'm inherently interested in the accessibility that they provide to their clients, and secondly, because they're puppies.
What sparked your interest in human factors aviation? Was it more of a light bulb moment or more of a gradual thing?
Growing up, I used to make small models, and I had little replicas of all the most famous planes. So use the F-16 or the F-35, the SR-71 Blackbird. And so when I finally saw an opportunity to jump into the world of aviation and my passion being engineering, I jumped on it, and it's been a fantastic experience.
So what sparked my interest in human factors from a very early stage was my father. He worked a blue-collar job in a book press factory, working very menial labor tasks, and it was very unfulfilling for him. And so my interest in human factors, and specifically as AI relates to human factors, is to automate those menial labor jobs so that his job is not so much to conduct those individual menial tasks, but to manage over them and to make sure that the AI is working as effectively as possible.
What's your favorite example of a real-world human factors issue? Just a moment where you thought, wow, this could have been designed so much better.
Boy, there are so many of those. Once I became a human factors engineer, my dad decided that anything that he couldn't use or that gave him trouble, he just accused it of being a bad design and used me as the example. It was really pretty funny, actually.
As far as real-world human factors issues, they're obviously everywhere. The one that I'm sure everyone has heard of is called the Norman door. The type of doors that have a handle, but you're actually supposed to push them. And so, they've been designed the opposite of how they're supposed to work.
There was a road that was pretty wide and pretty straight, and it had a bike lane. And cars would drive so quickly on that road. And so the city contacted a human factors person. And what the human factors suggestion was to paint the bike lanes a different color from the road. Painting the bike lanes narrows how wide the road looks, which makes people slow down. This is a super elegant solution because it's cheap, it's fast, and it actually works. It's one of my favorites.
For anyone thinking about joining this field, what is your number one tip? What do you wish someone had told you when you first started?
I think one of the really interesting things about this field is that whenever you go into any given career, you kind of hope and expect that you will already have the answers. But the interesting thing about human factors is it's a kind of a consistent learning. The main skill you're going to have is finding what the best solution is to get better answers.
Number one is just stay curious and be knowledgeable of the fact that there's so much to learn. And I think the other tip I'd throw in there is just say yes to stuff. Try out different projects or different disciplines. Try out different approaches to tackling problems. And that's really a great way just to learn about what works for you. And you might be able to actually bring kind of new, innovative ways to tackling problems that maybe haven't been applied before.
What's the most important thing that you've learned from a mentor? It could be a family member, a friend, a coworker, a boss, just any life lesson that really stuck with you.
When I was doing math homework as a kid, I can remember me getting frustrated. It's one thing to apply a formula to a math problem. It's another thing to understand why that formula works. And I always wanted to know why the formula worked. And I remember my father saying to me, just learn the rules for now, because eventually the why is just naturally going to occur to you. And I've always thought that was great advice, that sometimes you just need to dig in and get moving, and you don't need to understand the entire system right from the get-go. It will start to become obvious to you over time.
Two of my largest mentors, who were also my bosses at the time and later became friends, they both said the same thing. Have a good work-life balance. They did not. They recognized that when it was kind of too late. And so that was something that they instilled on me was, work is important, work hard, but also, play hard, enjoy your life, enjoy your friends, enjoy your family.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
I'm going to go with tea, specifically Earl Grey.
Really neither, but if I had my choice, I'd say tea.
It's gone back and forth. Coffee, tea, coffee, tea. Right now it's coffee.
Oh, coffee for sure. I do love tea, but coffee for sure.
Beach vacation or mountain retreat?
That's a tough one. I'm going to go with beach vacation because we live here in the mountains.
I'm a beach bum at heart, so I'd have to go with the beach vacation.
I'm a mountain retreat kind of guy, so I'm going to take the mountain retreat.
What's your favorite work snack?
Donuts. It's got to be donuts.
Oh, God. So a couple doors down, there's a candy shop that has really good chocolate-covered gummy bears. So I'd have to go with those.
I keep a bag of pistachios next to my desk basically at all times.
I am known to consume 3 or 4 granola bars a day, especially if I'm skipping lunch.
What's your go-to playlist for motivation?
For motivation during work, probably film scores by Howard Shore, like Lord of the Rings.
I think my favorite go-to playlist for motivation would probably be something with a fast rhythm, so maybe something like house music.
My go-to playlist is Good Day by Nappy Root.
It goes back and forth between 80s rock and today's pop.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
If I could have any superpower, I think I would have to go with invisibility.
If I could have any superpower, I think it would be to be able to pause time, because then I could get all my work done and then unpause time and still hang out with my friends and family.
Oh, that's an easy one. Time control.
Selfishly, I'd really like to be able to fly.
What's the best vacation you've ever taken?
A small national park photography tour with my family. We went to Yellowstone, Glacier National Park, and Grand Teton National Park.
I think the best vacation I've ever taken was going to Alaska. It was 2 weeks long, and it was just the most beautiful and serene environment I've never been in before.
Best vacation I've ever taken was probably my honeymoon to Tofino, British Columbia, which I would encourage you to check it out. It's got kind of a funky mountain, but also surfer vibe.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to our audience before we go?
It's a fantastic field. We do great things here at HF Designworks. And, I look forward to all the new challenges that come our way.
Human factors is important. Get human factors involved early and often, and also wear your seatbelt.
See me around, say hi. I'm always looking to meet someone new and have a new conversation.
It's been a pleasure to work for HF Designworks, and I hope you stay tuned for what we have in store.